Okay. And it break. Yeah. I know, good. Okay,
Morning.
good. We're not the, I'm not the only one, because,
Well,
yeah, well, you know who it was? It was, Diana. Oh, look, just, she wanted to make sure that everybody knew, that's what she said. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, okay, I got it. Hi,
morning.
how is everybody?
Sleeping.
Sleeping? I'm trying to find out where we left off. Did we leave off after the digestive? Do you remember? I'm
Me?
trying to find my notes. Uh-huh.
What about what? Sorry.
When did we log off? Oh, wait a minute. Were we down to the respiratory or the excretory? I think the respiratory is where we need to start. Is that right? On your notes.
Oh,
Oh.
I understand. You know, yesterday I have root canal, and you know, yesterday all day I take just, you know, like painkiller. You know, it's like all day I sleeping yesterday. You know, you know, I'm done.
You don't remember what day it is.
Yeah, no, you know, I'm done the dentist. I go home. I take, you know, the numb, and you know, I don't know the time. Evening, afternoon, morning. You know.
I know, huh?
I'm sorry. You know.
It's okay. It's okay. Griselda, do you remember where we left off? I know Danielle's like, I don't even know anymore. She's like, this is my last day.
Oh, we left off.
I think 154.
Oh, 154?
I'm not sure though. I think that's where
On
my
the illustration? Did we do that part?
the lung.
Yeah. So that I wrote up there 414, but I don't know, that's not the date. I have a new student and she's trying to get in. I'm trying to see if Donovan gave her the right Zoom class. Okay. All right, hold on one second.
I think the muscle. No, last time we have the muscles.
No, not just yet. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Let's see what my number is. My number is 708-805, right? There we go. I sent it to her just in case. All right, who else we got in here? Who? Just us four of us? Hi. I'm doing Danielle's paperwork today. She's like, yes. Okay.
Miss Janie, I still haven't done my exit interview because my boyfriend didn't want to help me with it. So instead of doing because I need 4 hours tomorrow. Can I do 3 hours tomorrow and then on Thursday come in for 2 hours instead of 1? That way I can get a little bit of help.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that. Is it, you don't understand how to do it, or do you know how to get onto your account yet, or what?
Yeah, I get onto everything. It's just, it asked me about like rent and all the other stuff. And I'm like, I don't know exactly what to put. Do I look up like an average for esthetician on there? Because it asked me like, how much are you going to be paying for rent and how much are you getting paid and all sorts of stuff. And
You don't know any of that stuff. Yeah.
Right. So I don't. Yet. Okay. Because I'm like, I don't know if I put like 0 in there because it's asking me all those questions and I'm like, I have no idea.
That's not what you're supposed to be filling out. Which one was that? Wasn't there 2 of them you said that you didn't know which one you're supposed to fill out?
I only found one on there. I can come in on Thursday and ask Donovan or something, because the one that I clocked, one that I went on it was asking me about like, oh, how much do you think you're gonna be paid? How much you gonna be paying for rent? All this other stuff.
Yeah, you know what? I don't think that's it, but you can send him a text and he can help you,
Okay.
okay? Just ask
Yeah.
him which one, because you're confused,
Okay.
okay? Good morning, ladies. We're all awake today, aren't we? Okay, good. We have a new student and I'm trying to get her on here. That's what she was trying to do, is she couldn't get on. She said, and there she is right now. Natalie is her name. So those of you that are here, you can welcome her. Natalie, she's not up yet. She's connecting. Woo. Hi, Natalie.
Hi.
How are you?
Sorry it took me so long. My computer is so slow.
That's okay. Okay, I have some girls here that want to say hello and welcome to the class. So I'll start off with you, Danielle, and we'll just move around and everybody say hello to her.
Hey, well, hi, I'm Danielle. Graduating on Thursday, so you won't see much of me, but it's
That's okay.
hi and welcome you in.
Thank you.
Okay. Diana,
Welcome.
go ahead, say hello.
My name is Yusra. I'm almost 2 months new here. Welcome to your new house.
Thank you.
All right, go ahead, Diana.
Hi, I'm Diana. There's not really much to say right now. I'm still a little sick, so but it's nice to meet you.
Yeah.
All right, Megan. Good morning.
Sorry. I'm Megan, and I'm graduating in like February, I think. Maybe. Hopefully.
She's having a baby for the class.
Yeah. And I'm pregnant.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, and Griselda.
Hi, I'm Griselda. You only see this much of me. And and I'll be graduating mid-January. So welcome. And
Yep, and she just got married, so we have all these like little things that we can say about each other, you know?
Congratulations.
So we're just gonna give some of the girls a little bit more time to get in here, probably like about 10:10, make sure everybody's
Okay.
in. Did you get your books downloaded?
No, because I didn't get any of my emails until just today.
Okay. All right, then the best thing you can do is just take notes, I guess, because once you're downloading your books, we're gonna just fill in those workbooks that you have,
Okay.
okay? So just take notes. How far are you from the school?
Just down the street.
Okay, so after class, if you come down here, I'll like photocopy some sheets for you so that you can use that to fill in until you get your stuff downloaded, because you can't, are you on a computer for Apple or just
It's a Samsung computer, so Windows.
okay. So I just want to make sure you can get down and keep the
Yeah.
study guide up.
Yeah.
So what the girls normally do is they run their computer and their phone at the same time. So one's like on their notes and one's like on their study guide.
Okay.
Okay. I will actually print them out. And so tomorrow when we're doing this, you can actually just fill in the workbook from the notes
Okay.
that I give you. Come down. I have a break between this class and my next class, and my next class is at 1. So from 12 to 1, if you want to come down, like right after this class,
Yep.
I'll print up some paper for you so that you can
Okay,
use
cool.
it to fill in. Okay. But
Thank
then you'll
you.
have to download the other stuff on there, your book at least on there. Everyone else seemed to
Yeah.
just go ahead and buy a textbook and a study guide because it was much easier. It just depends on how well you learn, how you like to learn, you know? The rest of us, like, we're
Yeah.
just kind of old school. We like to have a piece of paper in front of us. It's kind of
Yeah.
hard going off that, but a lot of the younger kids, they really do like that, you know, that technology. I just can't get into that. I got to be able to see it. Then I know I've done the work. All right. So for those of you that do not know where we're at, okay, we're starting on page 154 at the very top, right underneath where it says the label the parts of the respiratory. So we're going to start on the endocrine system. Okay, and I'm thinking right here, I won't see Avery today. Okay. Diana's here. Kat, I don't know what's going on with her. Steph graduate. Everybody else is here. Angela's not here. She said she'd be late. Okay, now we'll go ahead and start. Because we're coming to the end of this chapter. Isn't that fun? Well, kinda, because we have to go back and do the circulatory. Okay. So have you got your workbook out on page 154 and it's 169 in your textbook? Okay. So the endocrine system is basically composed of a group of specialized glands. Here, you know what? Hold on one second. Let me see if I can pull this up for you, okay? I can pull these slides up somewhere under here. Just give me a second. That's what I was trying to do earlier and I forgot. And now that I know that you can see me, I won't be making my funny faces anymore. There we go. I'm actually pulling it up right now, so give me just a couple more minutes here and then I'll share the screen. So did anybody do anything exciting over the weekend? I didn't get to ask everybody. How about anybody got their Christmas shopping done?
Yeah, I go to mall, I make shopping in Victoria's Secret, and we have free blanket.
Yeah,
Very nice.
yeah.
Yeah, underwears, pajama.
I don't get paid until the day before Christmas, so
Yeah, no, it was
I
good
get to fill
sale.
out them the day before.
Yeah, right. It's like hard, huh?
Mm.
Things taking forever.
You know, this is the blankets. See, Miss Jenny, look, so cute.
Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let me see. Go ahead. Show me.
See?
Oh,
Look.
that is cute.
Oh, and the soft. Oh my God, soft.
It's soft.
Yeah. When you buy like up 100, you take a blanket free.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It's coming up. Ah. Like, what's going on? Continue downloading. Okay, finish it. Okay, now open. Okay, now why aren't you opening then? Hold on one second. I'm trying to get this so it'll be easier for a new student at least. Coming up. Here we go. Okay, we'll open it up. Okay, it's not even doing this. Maybe I'll get it up after break. It's just not working at all right now. I don't know if it's my internet or what. Hold on. They did move this from one. Come on. Come on. Here it comes. This part of it anyways. Sorry. Okay, well, I'm on that one, so it shouldn't bother it now. Okay. All right. I guess you're going to have to just listen to my chat here until I can figure out why it won't open up. Okay.
It's okay.
All right. So we're at the end of it anyways. Your endocrine system is a group of specialized ductless glands that regulate and control the growth, reproduction, and health of the body. They also manufacture the hormones that are going to affect your hair growth, skin conditions, and energy levels. Okay. Nutrition plays the key role in this system. Okay. Because if you're not properly getting enough nutrition that you need in certain areas, then either parts of our body are not going to be working very clearly. So have you ever noticed that your fingernails kind of start to get brittle when you're not eating healthy? Because that's the protein that you're missing in there. So your skin, hair, and nails will actually start to be affected when the nutrition is down. You're not getting enough vitamins and minerals and nutrients in your system. So you just have to remember the endocrine system controls our hormones. And where it said it was a ductless gland, okay, our duct glands are going to be your sudoriferous and your sebaceous glands, the ones that actually secrete outside of your body. But the ductless ones are the ones that secrete internally. Those are your hormones. Okay. That's a way of remembering it. Okay, then you go into your reproductive system. Okay, and this is responsible for procreation. You want to talk about pregnant clients. Because of the hormonal imbalances that may be in our pregnant clients, okay, it's going to affect their skin. Hormonal fluctuations can stimulate or hinder the androgen activity, which causes that acneic breakout. Okay, they also have an increased sensitivity to heat, exfoliants, and active ingredients. So that's why, Megan, we don't allow to put those acids on your face because you're just too sensitive to it. So you also have to know that the clients that are pregnant know what their comfort level is and what their pain threshold is. Okay, you're not supposed to make them feel uncomfortable. We're supposed to be making our clients feel really good. All right. So when was the last time you got a facial, Megan? Way before?
No, I got one while I was pregnant.
Okay, from here at the school? Were you able
No,
to get one? No?
it was in Ripon, my normal lady that I go to. Was before my gender reveal, but I don't remember when that was.
Okay.
I forgot.
So, well, this is the reason why. So if you need to know why, okay, it's because you have a sensitivity to heat, exfoliants, and active ingredients. Okay, so normally those things probably wouldn't affect you, but they do affect you now. Just kind of like somebody that has dry skin, that affects heat also. Okay, chloasma. This little part right here is also known as melasma. It's a hyperpigmentation that pregnant women get around their mouth and possibly the forehead and cheeks. It's also kind of known as the butterfly effect. So it kind of leaves like a marking that comes up like this around their cheeks. That's why it's called that butterfly. But it's just sending too much pigment into the face at that time when they're pregnant. Sometimes it'll go away and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it just sticks around. Okay, so you have to just wait and see what's going to happen. It all depends of your, your genes, your parents, your heredity, all that kind of stuff plays a big part in that, on how we're going to actually pigment in there. The last part of this is the integumentary system, which is known as the skin and its layers. Okay, and there are two primary glands into this area too. Okay, the first one is going to be your sebaceous gland, which is also known as your oil. So the way to remember this one is sebaceous secretes sebum. They both start with SEB. Okay, so that's your oil. Sudoriferous, okay, is your sweat glands. Okay. You can speak Spanish, then pseudo means sweat, so it helps you in that way. So I've got sebaceous gland and sebum coming out of there. Both of these secrete into the ducts that deposit their contents onto the surface of the skin. So basically they're telling you it literally comes out of the body, okay? Your sweat comes out of the body, so does this oil that it produces. So that's known as your duct glands, okay? So now we're gonna go back to our circulatory area, okay? Because I saved that one for last for a reason. Give me 1 second here. Get my pages out again. And the reason why I did that is so that you guys would be able to try and fill this in with me, those of you that are here. Okay, because some of the names, just like we did earlier at the beginning when we did our bones and our muscles and our nerves, the names are somewhat similar when they're in that general vicinity. So let me go back to which page we're on, 150. Should be 150. Those were our nerves, then we went into circulatory system. Sorry. All right, go to page 141, okay, in your study guide. And it's in the middle of the page where it says the circulatory system. Let me see if I can pull this up one more time, okay? So give me a second here. I'm gonna try it. Just have to bear with me. Some days I get it to work and some days I just don't. Okay. 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 Getting one layer of this at a time. Okay. Go. Okay. One more thing. Now it's coming up. I know I'm still here, Griselda. Where'd you go? Come on. Okay, you're really upsetting me here. I see this. Okay, here we go. I got it. Okay, open when you're done. And it's almost there, I swear. Mhm. It's just downloading, so I'm waiting for it to come up. Yeah, I don't have to worry that hard. All right, As soon as it opens, I will try to change the page. All right, this is going to be on the circulatory system, and this is going to control the circulation of blood and lymph through the body, and it has two interrelated subsystems. Okay, let's see what's going on here. There we go, open. Aha. It's coming up, I swear. Okay. Almost there. It's like on that page. I'm just flipping the pages now. This is perfect. Okay. One more. There we go. Okay, let me share the page. Here it comes. Finally. There you go. Let me know when you can see it. There you go. Can you see it now? Yeah, you guys can see it? Okay. So like I said, it's divided into two interrelated systems. The first one is the cardiovascular or blood vascular system. This one's going to be responsible for circulation of blood, including the heart, arteries, veins, and capillaries. And it combines with the lymph system to maintain that circulation. The second part of this is the lymph vascular, which circulates lymph through your lymph glands, your nodes, and your vessels. And this is going to reach parts of the body that are not reached by blood. That last little sentence right there is a test question. It's asking you what the lymph vascular does, and it reaches parts of the body that are not reached by blood. The way to remember this one is this. You know how you have the 99 freeway and the frontage road exit, you know, they're both kind of going the same direction on as far as like north or south, right? Well, your blood system works the same way. The lymph vascular and the cardiovascular, that blood vascular there, they're both going the same direction, but they're in two different lanes, okay, to separate each other. All right, so they're still going the same direction, but they're not in the same lane. The best way I could describe it. So where it says cardiovascular in your workbook, you're going to put in there, also known as blood vascular, and it's responsible for the circulation of blood, including your heart, arteries, veins, and capillaries. Okay, that's all you have to put into that of your homework. And your lymph vascular, down a little further on your workbook, is responsible for the circulation of the lymph through your glands, nodes, and vessels. Okay, I'll give you a minute to fill that part of it in. Okay, just remember that one part about reaching the parts of the body not reached by blood, because that will be on your test. Okay. You still writing, you guys? How about you? Griselda, I can't see. I know, Diana, you still writing? No? Griselda, how are you doing?
I'm finished.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna move the page a little bit here. Come on. There we go. Okay, I'm just gonna go into the heart here in a second. Okay, your heart is going to be that cone-shaped muscular organ, about the size of your fist, okay, located in your chest. It's going to contract and relax to move blood. It's going to consist of 4 chambers. The upper chambers, right and left, are known as atrium, and the lower chambers are the right and left ventricle. Okay. So if you can remember, the upper starts with A comes before V in the alphabet, so you know which one's on top and which one's on bottom by the A and the V. It beats 60 to 100 times per minute. And the pericardium is the membrane that encases the heart. So it's kind of like a membrane that is right around, all around the outside of the heart. Now, under that atrium, where it says it in your textbook or your study guide right there, I want you to put in there AKA auricle, A-U-R-I-C-L-E, because it's also known as that instead of atrium. So it's the left and right auricle. And they still both start with A, so they're in the top chambers. If you turn to page 142 now, you're going to turn the page and you have a label of the illustration here. And so number 1 was going to be your pericardium. 2 is the right atrium. 3 is the left atrium. 4 is the right ventricle. And 5 is the left ventricle. Okay. And then to finish it off at the bottom of your book, it says normal heartbeat, 60 to 80 per minute. Then it has the vagus nerve, which is the cranial nerve that regulates the heartbeat. Okay, your cranial nerve regulates your heartbeat. Okay, this is where that illustration looks like. Okay. And you should have your vagus nerve coming up here. And it'll go into blood. Okay. It's going into blood instead. Okay, the cardiovascular system is going to be transporting blood through your arteries, veins, and capillaries. The blood circulates through the body. It's known as a salty, sticky fluid. Okay. It brings nourishment and oxygen to all of the body parts, and it carries toxins and waste products to the liver and the kidneys to be eliminated. So it's made up of red and white corpuscles, platelets, and plasma. And the average adult blood supply is going to be 8 to 10 pints. Okay, it's like 90% of their body's made of water, so all that stuff is in there. So you need all of that information underneath the blood. You can put it into your workbook where it says blood. Has anybody ever seen how they test your blood and they put it in that centrifusion and it separates the plasma from it? It's kind of cool. It just spins in a circle very, very fast. Okay. Go just a little bit so I can see you guys. Good God. Huh? You got a 60? Aw. I have one that you can take. It's going to be better than this petition one. I'm going to take that one. Okay. I have it in my book right here. They're writing, so you got a minute. I just found an old one.
Hi, girls. Hi, Diana. Hi, Natalie.
It's a new one.
Hi, Megan. Hi, Danielle. I don't know who else is on.
I know it's hard to see because I only get, when I have my slides up, I can't see both of them. All of them, I have to keep moving. There we go. Miss
Hi,
Sarah.
Griselda. Hi, Yusra.
That's Diana right there.
Hi, Diana.
Okay, everybody get that filled in? Yes? Okay, I'm gonna change the page. Okay. I would not make a very good barber. We were taking those tests this morning and I missed 9 out of 58. That's bad. I get 100 on the Cosmo and 100 on the Esthi, but I can't take the barber one. All right. So you're going to go down to erythrocytes from your workbook, and it's known as your red blood cells, okay, or red corpuscles. They're going to carry oxygen and they contain hemoglobin. Now, hemoglobin attracts oxygen molecules through a process known as oxygenation. This is where oxygen poor blood is going to be deep scarlet red, and oxygen rich blood is bright red. Have you ever noticed that when you've cut yourself or you scrape yourself, sometimes it's really dark and then it's really bright at other times? Or how about just looking at your wrist right now and checking out your veins? They're either going to be blue or purple, or blue or green underneath there. And that just depends on your skin type or your tone. So white blood cells are going to be known as white corpuscles or leukocytes. Think of them as the white hats. They're the ones that are going to fight bacteria and other foreign substances in your body to help you get better when you're sick. So all of this that you see on this page goes on the bottom of your page in your workbook or your study guide. So I'm going to leave that up just for a second. Grab another paper here. Okay, so Natalie, when you come in, I'm going to give you the pages that look like this, only they just need to be filled in with the information that we've been going through. So I will show you when you come down here how to get this information on your computer, okay?
Okay.
All right, just to give you FYI, okay? So you won't be so lost, because I'll hand out an assignment and a lot of that information is already in this book, you just have to pull it up, okay? All right, here we go. We should be going to 143 now. We're talking about the blood platelets, which are also known as your thrombocytes. Okay, they're responsible for clotting your blood so you don't bleed to death. Okay, it starts the process of coagulation or clotting when it's exposed to the air or rough surfaces, like bruised skin or something like that. The plasma is the fluid part of your blood. It will carry the red blood cells or the white blood cells and blood platelets through your body, which is about 90% water. Okay. So you're going to fill in the plasma part of this. And then the bottom part of that, it says the blood vessels. And blood vessels are any vessel through which blood circulates into your body. There's three types. So we'll get to that in just a second. It's known as your arteries, veins, and capillaries. Let me know when you finish filling this part in, and I'll turn the page for you. You ready? It's right fast. Griselda, do you have this already on? Yeah, how about you, Diana?
I'm doing good. I'm doing okay. I'm finished writing it.
Okay, you sure? Okay, you Sarah, are you done? Yeah? Okay. All right, so we're going to go on to the next part of this. And it's going to go through your arteries, veins, and capillaries. This is all going to be put into where those three words are on your workbook. Your arteries are going to be the tubular, elastic, thick walls, branching vessels that carry blood away from the heart and carry pure blood, which is bright red in color, back. So your arteries are going to be your largest one out of these. They're usually deeper down underneath the skin. Okay. The veins are going to be closer to the surface. These are tubular, elastic, thin-walled branching vessels. They're going to carry blood from the capillaries to the heart. They have a cup-like valve to prevent backflow. Okay. They carry impure blood, which is that dark red in color. And they carry, it's closer to the body surface than your arteries. That's why we can see them on your wrist, those veins. Okay. Most people, if you've got an artery that's broken, okay, or it's cut, you're going to lose a lot of blood very quickly. So they need to stop that. Your capillaries now are going to be those small vessels that take nutrients and oxygen from the arteries to the cells, and then they take the waste from the cells to the veins. So it's like a little circle, a plumbing circle, goes, cleans itself out, comes back, and starts all over again. Our body is pretty amazing, some of the steps that it can do all by itself. Okay, so out of those, the arteries are going to be your thickest. Okay, and they're the ones that are going to carry the blood to the heart, to the rest of the body. Your veins are thin, and they carry impure blood from the capillaries to the heart. And your smaller vessels are your capillaries, which take the oxygen from the arteries to the cells and take the waste products from the cells to the veins. Okay, I'll wait until you fill that part of it in too. Ready? You still writing? Give me thumbs up if you've already gotten it filled in. Okay. It looks like a lot. All right. You finished, Diana? Okay, how about you, Sarah? You got it? Okay. Okay. So then they're going to talk about how the blood actually goes through the heart, and it's known as systemic or general circulation. And this is the process of the blood traveling from the heart through the body and back to the heart again. So when it goes to the heart, it takes oxygen depleted blood, enters in the right auricle or atrium, and goes through the superior vena cava. I'm going to try and show you how to fill that part in. Okay. Right where it says systemic and general circulation in your study guide, I just want you to write, it's the process of blood traveling from the heart through the body and back to the heart. Okay, that's going to go into that general circulation. And then when it comes down to the basic process, we're going to go through these and I'll tell you which one goes where. Okay. And you're going to have 10 actual things to fill in at the bottom here, those little boxes. And the first box is going to be oxygen poor blood enters the right auricle through the superior vena cava. So that first bullet right there on the that you see on the screen, that's your number 1 box. And your second box is going to be that the blood is then pumped through the tricuspid valve into the right ventricle. Okay, that's your second box. Once you've got that filled in, apparently you got it all filled in, huh? All right, your third box is going to be the blood is pumped into the pulmonary artery. It's just a picture of it. Show you how all of that works. The larger red on the illustration is going to be your arteries. The blue is going to be your veins. And your capillaries are those really fine, thin, looks like blue. You're sitting closer to the surface of the skin. Show you what they kind of look like. Okay, so the third one would be, yeah. Nope, I'm just going to go back and read them to you because they don't list them on here. The third one is the blood is pumped in the pulmonary artery. Okay, we'll come back up here to the beginning where we left off. Okay, the fourth box is the pulmonary circulation. And in brackets, I want you to write blood travels to the lungs where it's oxygenated. Okay. So number 4 was pulmonary circulation. And the blood travels to the lungs where it is oxygenated. Okay. Your fifth box is newly oxygenated blood returns to the heart and enters the left auricle. So it's newly oxygenated blood returns to the heart and enters the left auricle. The sixth one is the blood is pumped from the left auricle to the left ventricle by the bicuspid or mitral valve. Okay, so it's blood is pumped from left auricle to left ventricle by the bicuspid or mitral valve. Anybody needs anything repeated just yet? The seventh one is the blood is pumped through the left ventricle into the aorta. So it's left ventricle into the aorta. And the eighth one is the blood flows from the aorta to the arteries, capillaries, and veins. Blood flows from the aorta to the capillaries, arteries, capillaries, and veins, and circulates and returns to the vena, superior vena cava. And it begins that process all over again. So blood flows from the aorta to the arteries, capillaries, and veins, and circulates. It returns to the superior vena cava, and the process begins again. And then the ninth one is going to be the blood returns to the superior vena cava. It's just breaking it down again. The blood returns to the superior vena cava. And the 10th one is going to be the process begins again. So it's basically taking number 8 and breaking it down twice. Hi, Angela. Are you in the room yet?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, we're on page 144 right now.
Okay.
In your study guide.
Thank you.
We're right where it says the arteries, veins of the face, head, and neck. Right here. Okay. So at the top where it says common carotid arteries are located on either side of the neck, and they're going to supply blood to the head, face, and neck. Okay. The internal carotid arteries are going to supply blood to the brain, eyes, and forehead. So that's in your workbook. Okay. The common carotid is blood supply to the head, face, and neck. The internal carotid artery is going to supply blood to the brain, eyes, and forehead. And the external carotid artery is going to branch into smaller arteries and supply blood to the skin and the muscles of the head. See if I can change this just a little bit. There it is. Internal and external. Okay. Again, internal is going to supply the blood to the brain, eyes, and forehead. And the external carotid are branching into smaller arteries, supplying blood to the skin and muscles of the head. So all blood from the head, face, and neck returns through two veins known as the internal and external jugular veins. So internal, the blood from the head, face, and neck returns. And then the external is the vein through which the blood from the head, face, and neck returns also. I'm moving a little ahead of myself, but here, after what we've been through on this chapter, do you remember where the occipital bone is at? Anyone? How about the back of the head? Right? So this is going to supply blood to the back of the head up to the crown. Okay. So I had said at the beginning of this chapter, if you go through the bones, and then you do the muscles and then the nerves, and you save the circulatory for last, you'll start to remember where these placements are located. So posterior means behind, and auricular, the AU stands for like audio, so it's letting you know it's by the ears. So it's going to supply blood to the scalp above the and behind the ears. The superficial temporal is going to be above, so it's supplying blood to the sides and top of the head. Sorry. And then you have the external maxillary. It's going to supply blood to the lower portion of the face that includes the mouth and the nose. And the maxillary is like right here. Okay, mandibules here, right? So if you're starting to remember where your bones are, you're going to be able to place where the circulatory veins and arteries are. That makes sense to you guys? It's the reason why I left it for last, for this one reason. I need to write this book. All right, we're going to go back to our lymph-vascular system. Okay, this is our lymph, which is a colorless liquid byproduct that nourishes parts of the body that are not reached by blood. That's the second time you've heard that sentence, so that's why it's important. All right, and it travels through your nodes or your glands that filter out toxic substances. Okay. And your nodes are glands that will filter out toxic substances like bacteria, and they'll add antibodies to the fluid. Okay, you have over 100 of these nodes in your body, and they get swollen or tender to indicate there's an infection in the body. So usually when you go to the doctor and you're saying, I'm not feeling well, he's going to start with right behind your ears. You know, he's going to feel like right here. He's going to go, okay. So if these are swollen, then the infection is in this general vicinity. If he goes for underneath your armpits, okay, then it could be like in your respiratory area. So each one of these nodes, glands can tell him where the infection is in the body, if it's not in just all parts of the body. They're kind of interesting, right? The only thing is that the nodes actually have the antibodies in there. Okay, I'll move down. Coming back, we haven't finished these superficial temporals. Whoops, I'm gonna come back up this way. Okay, so we last ended on our posterior auricular, correct? In your study guide, you have the superficial temporal, right? I'll just go up here because it's not actually giving you all the information that needs to go in there, but you can at least see the veins. Let me move this up here. Okay, oops, come back here. It will work once it catches up. All right, your superficial temporal, again, that one's going to be on the sides and top of your head, okay, and it's going to branch into smaller arteries, okay, and these arteries are going to supply blood to a more precise location. So underneath your superficial temporal in your study guide, the first box that you have is supposed to say frontal artery. Do you know where that frontal bone is at? Do you remember? Anyone? Forehead, yes, your forehead. Okay, how about your parietal artery? That's the second box on there, okay? Parietal are on the sides of your head, so that artery is going to be the crown and sides of the head for parietal. The third box on it is the middle temporal. This is going to take care of your temples. The fourth one is going to be the transverse artery. Okay, and this is basically where the masseter is. And then the fifth box in there, the anterior auricular, which is the anterior part of the ear, but it means in front of. Okay, so those are the 5 boxes that you have under the superficial temporal. It's frontal, parietal, middle temple, transverse artery, in the anterior auricular. Okay, then it breaks down again one more time to the external maxillary. Okay, and this is the facial artery that supplies the lower portion of the face, and it includes the mouth and the nose. And then it breaks down into some more tiny little branches. And there's 4 of them in this one. So the first one's known as the submental artery. Do you remember where the mental muscle was at? Anyone? Do you remember the statue I told you about? The thinker, the man thinker that kind of goes like this? Yep, on the chin. That's exactly where it's at. Okay, chin and lower lip. All right, the second one is going to be the inferior labii. Where's that one located? It means lower, the inferior. And labii means lip, so it's the bottom lip. The third one's going to be the angular artery, which is the sides of your nose. And the fourth one's going to be your superior labii, which is the upper lip and your septum. And in your workbook, you should have just the lip vascular coming up, right? Next. One more time, even though we went through it. I'll bring that page up so you can fill it in if you haven't already. It's coming up right now. It's not, there we go. All right, this is the next part of your actual workbook. Come on, come on. I wish I knew how to get this thing to go like 1 page at a time, but it doesn't. I just have to do this scrolling thing and it's kind of annoying. I move 1 too many keys, it page disappears. Here we go. This is going to go on that page. This is the last part of it. So that can fill into that particular part of your study guide. Okay, I've got 10:56. So once you fill this in, I'm going to give you a 10-minute break. So I'll see you at like 10 after, pretty much. You're going to get a couple minutes more than 10, but I'll see you back here at 10 after 11. Okay, we'll take our next chapter and we'll go through test questions. Okay. All right, so I'll see you back here in 10 minutes, you guys. Natalie, if you just leave your screen on and just turn, turn away from it so you don't have to, you don't have to be staring at the screen because you don't want to. Okay, then and just come back instead of going out of the room and trying to get back in there. It's a lot easier this way. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, I'll see you guys in 10. Everybody's coming back in slowly but surely. I'm just putting in your homework assignment just now. Okay, so let me get them all put in there. And then I'll read them to you. And then, oops. Okay, you ready? Everybody got a pen? Is everybody back in here now? Who's not in here? Everybody's in here? Okay, you're going to be doing, these are in your study guides, okay? You're going to do page 155, page 156, 157, 158, 160, 161, 162, 163, 164 through 179. So 164 through 179. Those are all, they're just worksheets, you know what I mean? So Natalie, when you come in, I will give you that same, all that paperwork, okay? So you can fill it in. Oops, there was Megan. I just sent it as a text, a group text to you guys so that you'll know what you're supposed to be doing, okay? Just remember, if it's not all finished, I can't give you the full credit of the time. And so what you have to do, Natalie, when you're doing this homework is I'm going to show you again how to get online, and you're going to like hit the clock time. It's a timer. I'll show you when you get in here. And then once you do that, it'll keep you registered. You're going to stay on the computer for 6 hours now, or 4 hours, okay? Because you get 2 hours from me for this class, and it's already recording here because I can look at the recording later. But the 4 hours for your homework so that you get 6 hours for the days that you're not at school, okay? You're gonna have to do 4 hours of homework. So sometimes it doesn't, the homework gets done a lot quicker, but you still have to stay online. But here's the deal, if you're not showing any type of movement on your computer, like your mouse moving around or something, it'll log you out, okay? And you wanna make sure you're paying attention to that, okay? Because I have to have a tracking of your time. Either that, or you're going to have to send a text message to me and saying, I'm starting now, and then you'll tell me when you end. Okay? So that's another way of tracking your time. But when you're doing it, sending me a text, you've got to do the work too, and then you take a picture of the work and you send me a picture of that work that you're doing, okay? All right. So how long would it take you to get here if you left right after class today?
I just live right by the post office, so like 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay, good. Because I was going to say, because I want to be able to show you this stuff on there before my other class comes in. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So did everybody get the text message that I just sent out? Yeah. How about you, Megan? Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, because you weren't here when I went through it already, so I want to make sure you heard. All right. You guys want to take out a piece of paper? I'm going to go through your test questions with you. Okay, Natalie, on this one, what we do is we write down the answer that I give you for the test, not the test question, just the answer, and then you do a definition of that, because that basically is going to tell you how that question is really read. Most of the things, most of your questions, almost all of your questions for board are going to refer back to vocabulary words that you learned throughout this course. So if you know what the word means, you'll be able to decipher what they're asking you to do. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, but some of them that are a little weird, like some of them are what we call a not question or an except question, or, you know. So I'll let you know ahead of time before you write these questions down if that is one of those questions. There are 50 on this one, ladies and gentlemen. So has everybody got paper and ready to go? Griselda, you ready to go? Okay, Danielle, where are you? I know she's up there. Danielle, are you still here with me? Megan, I still need to see your face, okay, hon?
Sorry,
I'm here.
Miss
Sorry, I
Julie,
had to
I'm
go bathroom.
peeing.
Okay. What'd you say, Megan?
I said I'm peeing, so I have my camera off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't want to watch that. I'll wait till you're done so I can give the first question, okay? Oh, Lord.
Oh, you can go. I can type it on my phone.
Okay. All right, the very first question is a not question. Okay, so put a little star next to it so you know that that's a not question. It says, which of the following components is not a basic structure of a cell? And the answer is tissue. Tissue. Number 2, what are considered to be the basic units of life? Cells. Okay. 3, a colorless gel-like substance containing water, salt, and nutrients obtained from food is called protoplasm. Protoplasm. 4, most of the cell's activity is performed by which of the following structures? And it's known as the organelles, and it's ORGANELLES. Okay. Number 5, human cells reproduce by dividing in half through a process known as mitosis. Mitosis. 6, in which phase of metabolism does the body store water, food, and oxygen? It's known as anabolism. ANABOLISM. 7, which of the following types of tissue supports, protects, and holds the body together? It's known as connective tissue. Connective tissue. Okay, 8, removing the toxic byproducts of digestion is the function of which organ? The liver. Liver. Okay, 9. Hold on here. Okay. Which of the following organs is primarily responsible for the elimination of water and waste products? Kidneys. Kidneys. 10, growth, health, and reproduction of the body are controlled by which body system? Endocrine. ENDOCRINE. Endocrine system. 11, the study of the bones is called osteology. OSTEOLOGY. 12, the back of the skull is formed by which of the following bones?
Miss Jenny, can you
occipital.
repeat 11, please?
11, the study of the bones, okay, is osteology. 12, the back of the skull is formed by which of the following bones? The occipital. OCCIPITAL. Okay, 13, of the following, which is the largest bone of the facial skeleton? Mandible. Mandible. 14, how many bones compose the facial skeleton? 14. 14 for the face, 8 for the cranium.
Okay.
Okay. 15, 7 bones that form the top part of the spinal column and are often lightly massaged in a facial service are known as the cervical vertebrae. Cervical vertebrae. Okay, 16. The bony cage composed of the spine, the sternum, and 12 ribs is known as the thorax. Thorax. "17. Which of the following are the 5 long thin bones that form the palm of your hand? They're known as the carpals. Carpals. "18 is a not question. Okay, which of the following terms is not a type of muscle tissue? Dilator. D-I-L-A-T-O-R. "19. Which part of the muscle is the non-moving portion attached to bones or other fixed muscles called? Anybody want to try and get that one? It's the non-moving part. Anyone? Really? Griselda, you should know this one. Don't you remember that little trick with the O and the I? So which part of the muscle is the non-moving part? The origin. Remember, the I goes into the O? Okay. All right, 20. Dense, strong bands of fibrous tissue that connect the bones to each other are called ligaments. Ligaments. Okay. 21. Which muscle listed below raises the eyebrows and draws the scalp forward? Frontalis. The frontalis. Okay. 22. Of the following muscles, which is located between the eyebrows and also controls the eyebrows by drawing them in and downward? Corrugator. Corrugator. Okay. 23. Which muscle listed here is located below the lower lip and pulls the lip down or to the side? It's known as the quadrius labii inferioris. Quadrius labii inferioris. You want me to spell that?
Yeah, please.
Okay, Q-U-A-D-R-A-T-U-S. A new word, L-A-B-I-I. And inferioris is I-N-F-E-R-I-O-R-I-S.
Thank you, Ms. Jenny.
Okay, 24. Which of the following muscles is located above the corners of the mouth and raises the angle of the mouth? Canineus, and it's C-A-N-I-N-U-S. C-A-N-I-N-U-S. Okay. Which muscle is in front of the ear and performs the opening and closing of the jaw? It's known as the temporalis. Okay, temporalis. Because those mastication muscles, they're going to go from the temple here to your jaw. And if you open your mouth, you can feel both of them. Okay, 26. Which muscle extends from the tip of your chin to the shoulders and then the chest and depresses the lower jaw and lip? This is the sad one. Do you remember what this one was? Anyone? Like the platypus, I gave you an example. Platysma. That's the name of it, platysma. P-L-A-T-Y-S-M-A. SMA. 27. What is the primary muscle in front of the upper lip called? Or excuse me, in front of the upper arm called? Okay, and it's known as the bicep. Bicep. 28. The muscle that covers the shoulder and lifts or turns the arm is known as the deltoid. Deltoid. 29. Which muscle is located mid-forearm on the outside of the arm and straightens the fingers and wrist? Okay, and it's known as the extensor radialis. Extensor radialis. Okay. 30. Which muscle of the heart contracts and relaxes to force blood to move through the circulatory system? Pericardium. The pericardium. 31. Hemoglobin attracts oxygen molecules through which of the following processes? And it's through oxygenation. Oxygenation. Okay. 32. Which of the terms listed below is another name for white blood cells? White corpuscles. White corpuscles. 33. Which of the following components are responsible for clotting the blood? The thrombocytes. THROMBOCYTES. 34. Which of the following items are tubular, elastic, thin-walled, branching vessels that carry oxygen-depleted blood from the capillaries to the heart? These are known as the veins. The veins. Okay. 35. Small vessels that take nutrients and oxygens from the arteries to the cells and take waste products from the cells to the veins are called capillaries. Capillaries. 36. Blood supplied by the common carotid arteries to all of the following except, sorry, this is an except question. Okay. Blood supplied by the common carotid arteries to all of the following except the answer is legs. It doesn't go to the legs. 37. Which part of the brain is responsible for higher mental functions such as thought, emotion, and memory? This is known as the cerebellum. Excuse me, yeah, cerebellum. Nope, sorry, cerebrum. C-E-R-E-B-R-U-M. Cerebrum. The cerebellum is the one that moves the muscles, so don't worry about that one. All right, 38. Motor function, muscle movement, and balance are all responsibilities of which part of the brain? The cerebellum. C-E-R-E-B-E-L-L-U-M. Okay. 39. The prominent band of nerve tissue that connects other parts of the brain to the spinal cord is known as the pons, P-O-N-S. Okay. 40. This is a not question. Which of the following systems is not controlled by the autonomic nervous system? The peripheral nervous system, and that's spelled P-E-R-I-P-H-E-R-A-L. peripheral. 41, which type of nerves carry messages to the brain and spinal cord? Afferent, AFF, ER, ENT. 42, which type of nerves carry messages from the brain to the muscles? These are known as efferent nerves, EFF, ER, ENT. 43 is a not question. The trifacial nerve does not control sensations of the fingers. Okay. 44, which nerve controls the motion of the neck muscles? And it's known as the accessory nerve. ACC, ESSORY, accessory nerve. Okay. 45, which branch of the trifacial nerve is the main nerve branch to the lower 1/3 of the face? And it's known as the mandibular branch. MANDIBULAR, branch. 46, where in the digestive process does the breakdown of nutrients begin? Okay, and it's in the small intestine. 47, neutralizing and converting ammonia from the circulatory system into the urea is the function of which organ? It's the liver. The liver.
What was the answer for 46 again?
46, the small intestine. Okay. 48, which of the following terms describes a muscular organ that separates the chest cavity from the abdomen? This is known as the diaphragm. DIAPHRAGM. 49, chemical substances produced by glands of the endocrine system are called hormones. Hormones. Okay, and then 50, the duct glands of the integumentary system are called sweat glands, or by their technical name, which is known as the sudoriferous gland. And that's spelled SUDORIFEROUS, sudoriferous gland. So any of those do I need to repeat?
Number
Yeah, can
30,
you
please.
Number
You
14.
said 10? Okay, all right. And what else? 10 and 14?
And 30.
And 30, okay. So it's 30 and 14. 14, is that what you said? Whoever said that? Who needed 14?
Yeah, 14. Me.
All right. 14, all right, is how many bones compose the facial skeleton?
14.
14. Okay. And then 30, you said, Yusara?
Yeah, please.
All right. 30 is what muscle of the heart contracts and relaxes to force blood to move through the circulatory system? It's known as the pericardium. PERICARDIUM.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Can you repeat 21, please?
Okay. 21, which muscle listed below raises the eyebrows and draws the scalp forward? This is known as the frontalis, one that's right here.
39.
39? Okay.
Bones.
Hold on. 39 is the prominent band of nerve tissue that connects other parts of the brain to the spinal column is known as the pons, P-O-N-S. Okay, anybody else? Megan, do you need any repeated? Megan? Did you fall asleep?
No, it takes me a really long time to unmute it because my phone screen doesn't like read my touch very well.
Okay,
But no, I got them all. I was typing them on my phone.
okay. So did you guys get everything that you needed? Yeah?
Miss
Okay.
Jenny, just make sure 32, please. Just make sure.
Okay, 32 is, hold on. All right, which of the terms listed below is another name for white blood cells? It's known as white corpuscles. White corpuscles.
Can you spelling, please?
W-H-I-T-E, and new word, C-O-R-P-U-S-C-L-E-S.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Is that it? That was quick. Okay, so all of your homework should be just finishing up that. Tomorrow we'll just start on another chapter because you won't be taking this test until you come in on Thursday. Okay, just an FYI. You can finish 6.2. Okay, you got time today. Finish 6.2 because 6.1 is already done. Okay, most of you anyways. All right, so you have 6.2 because the worksheets are really quick. I mean, you can finish that work stuff in less than an hour, trust me. You sat down to do it, that's all it is. Okay, so I'm gonna actually leave you alone, let you go a little early, only because I want to fill out the paperwork and show my new student and have enough time before my next class starts up. Okay, so today's only gonna be until now. All right.
It was very nice to meet everyone.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's nice to meet you too. I'll see you here in about 10 minutes. Okay, and you're probably gonna have to just text us and tell us that you're at the front door, and then I can let you in. Okay.
Okay.
All righty. Thank you.
Miss
All
Jeannie,
right. Uh-huh.
so our homework is just those pages that you sent us and then to finish pivot point.
Yes,
And you said it's 6.1.
it's 6.2 because we already did 6.1. If you haven't done 6.1, you're gonna have to do 6.1 and 6.2.
No, I did.
Okay,
I
good.
think, okay.
Yeah, because I gave it last week. I think I gave it for
Yeah.
us to do last week. Okay, so it's
Yeah.
6.2 now because we're done. Okay.
Okay.
All righty, you guys. I'll see you tomorrow on Zoom. Okay, bye-bye.
Miss Jenny, we do the answer and we send to you pictures.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
All
Thank
righty.
you.
Bye-bye, you guys.
Bye.